Okay, so we went out, we bought us some rabbits for meat rabbits. And today one of the things we're going to do is up underneath, we're going to go ahead and get all of the grass taken out and mulched up underneath here. But we ended up getting 2 does at a buck. The only thing that cost us was the rabbits themselves, and we bought a 2.5 pound feeder. I think it was $8, and we bought 1 water bottle. The woman who sold us the rabbits gave us the other bottle. She ran it through the dishwasher, which is obviously a no-no. But and then we bought the 2 totes, and then food, and we bought cedar bedding. And you can see we had all of the rest of the hardware. I put the knobs on it, put the door on. It just had a sliding board that went back and forth that stuck, but for free, what do you want? We're also going to get over here into this mess today. We went ahead and we bought some canna lily bulbs, and we're going to put that next to the pond. It's one of the few lilies that you can put around a koi pond that won't harm the koi. And we're going to take out where the aquaponics was going to go, and we're going to move that around to the other side of the shed. We ended up buying a bunch of mulch. Had a guy that was working out here with the tree service that said he had a big job and was supposed to bring some wood chips, and apparently the big job wasn't as big as he thought because he didn't even fill up his truck according to what he told me. I don't know. Not going to question it. Again, it was going to be free. So we will continue this once I get out the tiller and I start cutting up all this grass off the top of the soil and clean up. I gotta clean up this rock. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out around this, put down cardboard, then mulch, and I'm gonna cut out the holes where I'm gonna plant these bulbs, and then cardboard over this and mulch to make sure that the weeds don't come back through. And around this, what was supposed to be a Japanese maple. Biggest Japanese maple I have ever seen. When I planted it, we had it for about 5-6 years, and it never got bigger than 2 or 3 feet. It had been kept as a bonsai. Well, apparently our septic system ends up with the final part of the pipe dumping out, right about here. So about 8 feet away from the tree. And the tree tap rooted it out towards it, and it has shot up over the last 3 or 4 years. As the roots get closer to that septic pipe, it has really shot up. So this needs to be mulched around because it's a pain to get in here. As you can see, we've done busted out the corner board on the vinyl siding trying to get in here and weed eat this. So after 10 years, vinyl siding gets old and brittle, and we've got to start getting this to where we no longer need the weed eater around it, or else we're not going to have any corner boards left. Alright, we'll be back shortly. Okay, so as you can see, we didn't do a real deep till. You can use a shovel, you can do whatever you want. Basically, what we want to do is you want to get the grass broken up, and then I'm going to rake as much of this grass and stuff out as I can get, level it all up, and then put cardboard over the top of this. Once I start putting cardboard down, I'll extend this video just a little bit longer. And as you can see, all the rabbits aren't happy with me doing the tilling. They all hiding inside their little box. But so this is where we're at so far, and you can see I took up the rock where I was going to do the tilling at, and pulled the rubber liner back, and I'm going to put the liner back down, put cardboard over that, and then put mulch, and then the rock back over that, because we've always had, as you can see around the edge, ever since we installed this thing 8 years ago, we've always had trouble with the grass coming back up through here. What I'm doing in this area, I'm also going to do all the way around. This spring I'm going to take the pump back out and the filter off of it. That's just a biological filter with the beads in it to help break up all of the gunk. This is going to be rerouted back. You can see where I've cut the pipes off. It's going to be rerouted back. I'm going to put the aquaponic system over here. This is where the UV light used to be. And this is where I've taken down gutter off of the shed and all of the downspouts for where I'm putting the rainwater catch system. And then we've also got a lot of mulch scattered around the yard, because I'm going to get around all of my little fruit trees. As you can see, this one, I've extended the tilling on the garden all the way out and tilled up around the peach tree. And this peach tree, we've had troubles every year. It's gotten to where the peaches got more and more brown rot. So this year I opened the tree completely up. My wife wouldn't let me touch this tree. This is her peach tree. But once it got to a point where she couldn't get any fruit off of it at all, she decided, okay, do what you got to do, and here we are. So I had to butcher the tree to open it up. I got all of the peaches out that was up underneath the tree where they had fallen on the ground. So hopefully this year we're done with the brown rot. And as you can see, the blooms are already starting to come onto it. We had a hard freeze last night. Hopefully that's going to be the last hard freeze we're going to get here in Georgia. We generally don't get a hard freeze after the 1st of March. Occasionally we do. But that's where we're at for now, and we'll come back in a little bit. Okay, alright, so here's a sample of how the cardboard's going to go in place. As you can see, I just used whatever cardboard I had. It doesn't matter, you're going to cover it up with mulch anyway. You just want a barrier where weeds can't come through. Once I get this all down, get it mulched, then we'll move on to planting the bulbs. Okay, we've already got our first one in the ground here, and as you can see, they've already started to root in the bags. Not unusual for cannas when you buy them in the spring. I have yet to buy any in March in Georgia, or even February, where you don't get some that are already starting to root in the bag, which means once you buy them, you got to get them in the ground pretty quick. And we've already got one of them in the ground. Thought I had this thing recording, and I guess I just turned it on and forgot. So now what we're going to do is we're going to unbury down to the cardboard. Take a utility knife, any type of a knife, get it down to the cardboard, and just saw you out a piece big enough for a hole. You got a good sized plug. Make sure it's big enough for your bulbs. You can look at your bulbs and see where the rooted part is most likely, and you can also see where it was cut at the top. You want to put that top side up, and you don't want to bury it too deep. You just want to loosely compact over it. And with these, it doesn't matter as much about having an air pocket. Cannas can survive with the roots fully submerged indefinitely. They actually sell canna lilies for ponds in water pots with pond soil in the water pots. Just so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to use cannas in this area, because as you can see, we've got the shed roof that comes off right here. So this, during the springtime, it's going to fill up with water. Cannas is one of those things, they like having wet feet. So you don't have to baby these much. They'll come back every year, and once they're in the ground, about every 4 or 5 years, dig up around them, separate the bulbs, and you'll have extras to move any place else you want, give to your friends, do whatever you want to do with them. But they become healthier plants if you thin them out every 4 or 5 years. Well, that's going to be it for this one. You can see it's all going in place nice. This is where I dug out for the rabbits, and still got to move the rabbit pen back, or rabbit hutch back over here, and as soon as I get these in the ground, I'm done for the day. So y'all have a great day, and hope you enjoyed this. Thank you much.